Okay, everyone. The computer says that we are live, so welcome. I hope everybody can hear me. I don't see anybody yet on the top chat, but you know, if you are online, let me know if you can hear me. I'm thinking that you can hear me, but I don't know. What I'm doing right now is I'm just going to tape a little bit this illustration on the board because I don't want it to move, and I'm using just washi tape. Okay, so don't let's not stress about it. I'm just using a random washi tape right now just so that I can keep it on the board. Oh, hi, and now Hop has decided to grace us with his presence. Hi, Happy, you're awake. Hi. Okay, I'm glad that you can hear us. Good. And let's see if everything else works. Yeah, everything else works. And I would say that the Hop Master is here, so hi. He actually likes tape a lot, so he's going to play with the tape probably. He's gonna stay with us probably today. I'm gonna do this. So, what happened? Happy has been good. The Hop Master has been good. I haven't actually prepared for this stream very well, as you can see, because I haven't actually got my my brushes out, which I should have done before, but I have them all next to me here. So I'm going to get a number 2 and probably a number 3. I need a number 3. I don't want it very big. This is a number 4. That's too big. Number 4 is too big. This is a smaller illustration, so I need smaller brushes. Let's see if we can use this one. Okay, fine. We'll use number 4s. Number 2, number 4. Oh, I had them actually here. Okay, I'm really not paying attention. I'm distracted by my cat, who decided to sit now next to me. Okay. So last time we did some nice flowers, and then a while back we did this really nice illustration with the crystals, right? So I went ahead and I drew another crystal here, and then some flowers around it because I wanted to. And this is, by the way, there's multiple crystals here, right? There's different crystals, and then I wanted to just pair it up with some flowers, right? This is some hellebores, some anemones, and this is another anemone. And in the back, we'll decide whether that's an actual moon or if it's just the background, right? So I think for the main crystal, I'll go with this combination, which is more like purple and yellow, because it's a really nice combination, I think. And then I'll try some blues and greens for the tinier ones, and then we'll see the flowers how they shape up. Maybe we'll do some reds and some different combinations. Okay, so how is everybody? I'm hoping that you're all okay and so on. Hub has a special year for the tape sound. Yes, so what happens with Hub is like this. Like the minute I get the masking tape, any type of tape, he appears out of nowhere. No matter where he is just appearing, right? And by the way, I'm going to use 2 sets today, and I'm going to use my this is my Schminke super granulating set, and I have some really nice yellows here, and I'm using that for the Tundra Rose and the Galaxy Pink because I want to mix that one up with the yellows and some of the nice greens and so on for the crystals, and the other ones I'll use from the other set. Okay, so we're gonna have this one next to us, and I'm gonna move my mouse. My Happy is very distracting. Okay, if you hear anything, know that it's him. He's grooming himself right now, and he's sitting in a very funny position. Too bad you cannot see. So let's see how far we go. It's a small illustration. I have another one that I actually wanted to start with. So if we are on time, we're gonna get, so let me show you. This some more crystals and some really nice mushrooms and with a moon in the back. And probably what we need to do is commit with the black pen and then start drawing it. So we'll see how far we go. Okay, so what's been happening lately has been some interesting days. Actually, it has been quite nice lately. Oh, by the way, I'm starting to put the color in, and I'm going to put more color, and then I'm just gonna draw it out, because the first layer is always going to be more, let's say, washed out. We're gonna add more, and then we're gonna mix it also with some yellow from the side, again from here, because this is something that I wanted to do. And then I'm going to come with some more pink from the bottom up, and again mix it with the yellow. So pink and yellow, they're really a nice combination because they're very complementary colors. So, you know, you can get some really nice variations in this whole thing. So what I was saying, really nice weather. We had a couple of days with lots of rain, like really a lot of rain, and then we had some days with no rain, so we could actually go biking and outside, which is nice. So the other day I actually went by the seaside. As you might know, I live basically on an artificial island in Holland, and where I say is the seaside is the inner sea. So what the Dutch have done is they've basically taken the sea, and they drained it, and then they created land out of it, and then they build houses and stuff. So, you know, my house is technically around like between 6 to 9 meters below the sea level, and we're surrounded by dikes and so on. Apologies. And you can still go and see the inner sea, that the one that they diked in. And because they've enclosed it, it's not transformed into a freshwater, very big freshwater lake. So that's where we've been, but it was quite windy. It wasn't raining, which is a prey, right? But it was quite windy. Let's put it this way. So yeah, I don't know. The wind was almost blowing me away. We went to the bikes, and I was going downhill at one moment, and the wind was blowing from the side, and I was almost blown away with the bike and everything. Pretty intense, I would say. Pretty fun, but it's nice to see the sea, and it's nice to see the waves, and it's nice to see how everything, you know, nature in general is really nice to see. And I haven't been able to see that in a while, so now it was like that time when I could go. We didn't have a very good summer, to be honest, here in the Netherlands. So anytime and any chance we get to see the sun, then it's something that I'm living up for because it's really important. So I decided to do this crystal with blue and green, like blue green actually, and this one is more green with yellow, and this one yellow with purple. And of course these are the first layers, right? We always work in layers with watercolor. Do not think that we just need to be patient, basically. I'm not always patient, but you know, we need to be patient. So I wonder which I should do. I wanted to actually try the green. Let me see. I wanna try some tundra green on some of the leaves. I didn't do that many leaves and that many anything. I was just drawing, and this time I did everything much smaller, on a smaller scale. I've decided I don't wanna I wanna try to draw a little bit smaller, see if I can get the details in, see if that works. So, and also because the bigger the illustration is, although you can add more details in color and you can do more gradients in theory, it takes longer to do. It takes longer to finish because they're so big and the surface is so big. So, you know, we're just going to try to make smaller versions and see how that goes. It's going to be an experiment, but I'm trying to optimize a little bit on the time, right? This actually, all of these ones, they look really nice as tiny stickers, to be honest. They're really nice like that. And by the way, the green I'm using right now is called Tundra Green. So it's a kind of an olive green, which is nice. Also granulating. You can see it a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's very clear right now on the live stream. Maybe later on when the live stream gets transported into high definition, then you can get to see the granulation. It could be that while it's live, we don't see that. I'm going to add, of course, a second layer to the leaves, and now the other leaves I want to do it with this blue-green because I want to give it a little bit of a contrast. You might wonder, Claudia, you usually don't start with the leaves, but you leave the leaves at the end. That is true, but today I decided to see what happens if we do the other way around and not bother with the flowers. I see already that I should have waited for them. Like the disadvantage when you're working really small is that it dries. It takes a longer time to dry, and because you're finishing faster, you might end up actually, you know, spilling the color. But I'm gonna allow that. I'm going to leave it there because it actually looks nice. That spillage of the leaf in there. By the way, the blue-green I have is called Forest Blue, and it's a really nice blue-green. And we might need to add a little bit more blue later on, just to create that contrasting style. I think I want some of the flowers to be like, I want to do them with red and yellow, orange, and sunflower with this is more pinkish purple, and I want it more towards magenta purple, some of the other flowers. We'll see how that goes, and maybe one actual blue flower, and maybe I'll use the moon glow. Yeah, that would be cool to use the moon glow as the blue for one of the flowers. We also have Lunar Violet, which is also really nice, from Daniel Smith. So we're gonna play around with these colors. And let's not forget that there's also a leaf behind this crystal. So let's see how we do that. And the reason why I'm actually using a very tiny brush is because, you see, when you're working tiny, you need to go around many corners here, so you don't want to mess it up and go on the lines, because we're not doing loose watercolors here, we're actually doing illustrative watercolor. That's why. Okay, so this already looks really nice. Remember, only the first layers now, only the first layers, then we're gonna do the other layers. So let's choose. This one, I think, because they're all very similar colors, we're gonna do this one with the red. And for the reds, we're gonna use probably alizarin crimson with a little bit of yellow, and then come back second layer perlin maroon. We're gonna do this one with moon glow. I'm gonna see how that looks. And this one, I am actually going to think about it. This one needs to be the blue one, or more bluish one. So we're going to have to decide if that's the one we want to go, or we want to go more yellow. We'll see. Okay. Red. Let's start alizarin crimson, and this is where this is gonna be interesting, because this is a very tiny surface to work with. But look how beautiful that alizarin crimson is. This is alizarin crimson from Daniel Smith. I've tried different alizarin crimsons, also from Holbein. Holbein is quite okay, but it still dries out very, very faded. Daniel Smith is the only alizarin crimson which doesn't lose its color from when it's wet. It's something very interesting. And I've tried the Sennelier alizarin crimson. That is like, that's so not good. So I will not try that one again. Okay. Now you see what I'm doing here. I'm adding color, and then I'm cleaning on my brush. And yes, I know there's this new movement saying, oh, you need to save color, you need to utilize 2 brushes, and etc. and etc. To be honest, I don't have that patience to work with 2 brushes and so on. And let's face it, the amount of coloring I do doesn't really require me to save the watercolors, because anyway, I have so many and I have so much, because one tube of this one is like the 50mm. That is probably going to last me for an entire lifetime. So we are not going to be doing that. By the way, I was saying that I wanted to mix this one with some yellow, but I haven't done that yet. I'll probably mix it after I'm done with a few petals. Let's see how this goes. Maybe there's a possibility to mix in some yellow, and the yellow I'm using is Quinacridone Gold Hue, which actually comes in and I'm just adding stuff on top. Look how nice now it is. And remember, I use the same color of gold hue also in the crystal, so it's going to tie it in, even though this is much more vibrant because I put way more color, right? So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do the petal in the back. I'm very careful, because what I'm doing here is on a very smaller surface, so I'm trying not to mess it up. Now I'm going to actually try very hard to not mess up the white parts of the pistils. Let's see if I succeed. Like, I am constantly improving my brush work, but you never know. Happy has decided to sleep next to me, which is good, because I knew that at this hour he's usually very tired. I was quite surprised to see him all awake, but I think he just heard the tape and he's like, I hear the tape, so I'm coming. Okay. Then this is one of those petals, and then we still have one in the back there. And we're gonna let it dry. It's going to dry faded, right? And then we're gonna go with the berlin maroon, but it's still a very beautiful color, and it creates a really nice contrast between all of this, to be honest. I think I need more color combinations for these flowers. that is one, and now gold hue, and we mix on the paper. This is the beauty when you're using 100% cotton paper, because to be honest, mixing on the paper and everything, it's so easy. And it doesn't bleed. This is artist watercolor paper, doesn't bleed at all, which is still amazing, I would say. The inner petals, let's try to do them with the yellow right now. And then we'll add a slight bit of red at the end. Let's see how that goes. I don't want them to be lost against all the other outer petals, which are super red. So I'm going to just add a smidge of red on in. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I'm just gonna come with clean water and make sure that the yellow is the one that is winning the battle everywhere and not the red. Yeah, now you can actually clearly distinguish between the inner petals and the outer petals. The middle I want to do really dark purple, so for all these flowers. Okay, and this is gonna be blue, and I'm gonna use the tundra. Yeah, I'm gonna use the tundra blue. Let's go. Tundra blue, and maybe some tundra violet. Yeah, tundra blue and tundra violet. These are the two colors. And now it's gonna be even more difficult to go around. Okay, let's start here where we don't have to go around anything. With the good brush work, you can go around any type of things that need to stay white, but in the end I'll go over it also with my gel pen, because this is really hard to maintain the form and the shape that is needed. Like, I can try for 90%, but it is very hard to maintain that. So okay, and now I'm coming with water, and once I spread all of this, I'm just going to come with the violet and pink just to make a slight variation of color, but this is going to be all that parts that I'm working with. Tundra blue. Tum tum tum. Okay, and now I'm going to vary that with the tundra violet. Let's go. And you can see on the where I'm mixing right now is that the tundra violet actually has a tint of red in it, which is really interesting. Just some smidges of color, and I'm going to come and smooth everything out and so on, but just I didn't want it to be same color everywhere. And it's gonna dry out nice, and then we're gonna make some more gradient, don't worry. Okay, and this one also needs to be like this. My husband was asking me, like, are you sure you want to draw this tiny, because I don't know if we're gonna be able to make the gradients good. We'll see how that goes. For now, it's okay. We're gonna add even more color. Okay, and this one I actually wanted to use the moon glow. So moon glow from Daniel Smith is right next to the cobalt blue on my palette. This is the moon glow, and we're just gonna go around it. To be honest, I don't think I can fix the white parts. I don't even know why I bother drawing them, because I know I'm gonna go over them and then I'm gonna go with the gel pen. But yeah, whenever I hear a car like this, I don't know if you can hear it in I don't know if you can even hear it, but whenever I hear a car like this that goes like vroom 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 vroom, and then you hear the exhaust go poke 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 poke, I'm always thinking like, these guys don't know how to drive, and they are pushing their car to the limit, because there's no way a healthy car could make that noise. And you know, go there. I don't know why these people feel the need to rev the car so much until it starts choking on itself. Like, what's the reason? Nobody cares what car you have here. Don't know. Maybe they're foreign. Okay. That's nice. We did quite some purchases because of Happy. We had to actually buy, look how nice that is. We actually had to buy some let's say happy proof garbage bins, because Mr. Hap, what he does is he likes to go inside the garbage bins. He's very naughty, and we need to find a way to, you know, make him not do that anymore. Either way, I don't know how we can do that, but yeah, we need to make him not do that anymore. And now I'm going to do some second layers, especially on the leaves, and I'm going to introduce some more colors here. Let's see. Tum. So we are waiting for those happy proof garbage bins. In the meantime, this guy is like every day he's upturning the garbage bins and doing crazy stuff. So yeah, we need to be very careful what we throw to the garbage bin. I'm not sure why he likes garbage bin so much and why he likes that one. Maybe he's just looking for attention. I don't know. Start to look nice, the color, no problem. Work on small designs. Yeah, it starts to look nice, right? It's just the first layers. Now we're gonna add some more layers. I'm actually slightly changing the colors because I'm going to do some glazing, and this is slightly warmer color, but it's okay. That was way too faded what I had in the past for that one. And then we're gonna add maybe some blue. Maybe we're gonna add some blue on the other ones. Let me think what blue would work well. Maybe this dark blue. On the leaves, basically. Yeah, that's good. Another thing that we need to do is we actually have to redo the roof. So there might be some days where there's gonna be lots of noise because of the so much rain. Our roof started to, be a little bit battered, and soon it will start leak. We already found some holes. It's not leaking yet, but we know it's going to come. So we called some people to see what can be done about our roof, and They will do it somewhere in September, especially in preparation for autumn. And I know that now I'm complaining about rain, but in autumn it's gonna be even more rain. Happy is just naughty, or house is too clean? I don't know. I think just Hop is naughty. I think Hop is the one that just goes everywhere. And oh yes, I'm talking about you. He's looking at me now like, why are you talking about me, mommy? He's just very naughty. Let's be very clear on that. He is very naughty. And yeah, nothing I can do about it. We just have to let him do his stuff, his thing. Just need to let him do his thing. Okay. I was wondering if I need to go inside here. I'm actually using much darker blue for some of the petals than Moonglow. No, Moonglow is on the other side. So I use the Thunder Blue, but now I'm using Idranthrini Blue, which is a really nice blue color. And I'm just gonna use it on some petals. Not all petals, but some petals. Yeah. Maybe some petals are do with a nicer purple. Let's go with the Shadow Violet. Shadow Violet from Daniel Smith. It's a nicer purple. Not enough water. Sometimes you don't have enough water. When I'm seeing that there's really dry brushing here happening, that means I don't have enough water. I think what we need to do is for the stamen to really pop out. So we need to do them maybe with gold or something like that. It's going to look better. Now, right now it doesn't seem like it, but trust me, it's going to look better. Let's do Shadow Violet again. It's right next to Shadow Violet. I put it right next to Indigo on my palette. Right? Okay. And then we're gonna try second layer of Moonglow here for the petals that are in the back. And then I'm going to try some more pinkish color, like some Potter Pink inside, just to give it a little bit of a different tone. So Moonglow, second layer on the back petals. That seemed to go okay. Okay. It will make it really look 3D. So always back petals, do them darker than the front petals. And then you'll have this 3D look. And then at the end we do the crystals, and then we add details to the leaves and everywhere, you know, like dots and lines and stuff like that. I think that will look really beautiful. And we will do the centers as well. I think on that center I can even say that this one, yeah, that one works perfectly well. And maybe a little bit of red to balance things out. Like I'm bringing in the red from here on the center just to balance the piece from a color perspective, you know, because this side doesn't have that color at all, and we need to do it in a small increment on the other side. Okay, then what did I do? So okay, And now let's see if we can have like some potter's pink a little bit. Oh no, these are the flower. Dun, dun, dun. This is just to create a sort of gradient here, right? I'm not going to blend it everywhere, but I needed a sort of gradient in this one. So this is why. Okay. And then maybe, just maybe, should we do Perlin Violet? Perlin Violet is a really dark violet that's really gonna show. Let's see if we made the right choice. I didn't put much, I put only a little. I wanted to see if we can tint these parts differently. I'm always coming with clean water because I want it to be blended. And why I wanted the Perlin Violet is to bring in more violet color, because violet color has the red in it, and that brings it more closer to this one, right? Unifies a bit the colors. Of course, that is just my theory. It's not like I am I'm not an expert. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And then this color will be represented in here because we're going to bring that color there. So let's first do Potter's Pink and then the Perlin Violet here. And this way we have those colors on both sides. Okay, Potter's Pink. I should have done it much more lighter. Let's try to take the colors out. Yeah. And then Perlin Violet on a corner here. Okay. It's much darker. It will be nice when I'm starting to add the I'm going to use some Fintex color, some Finetech, these ones, and then we're gonna add some really nice color. But now I want to concentrate on this one, and I want to concentrate on having a second layer of color, and I'm going to make some parts darker, like this part darker, this underneath and this underneath, and maybe a little bit here, and this one we leave lighter, right? So let's see. We do just a second layer, and I'm reusing this one. And remember, we use Galaxy Pink. That's what we used. So I'm going to use here Galaxy Pink. Tum tum tum. And I'm going to just pull it with a clean brush down. So much we love to have a gradient. I'm going to have some more Galaxy Pink here underneath, and I'm pulling it down, and then I'm going to come with the yellow, and I'm going to blend everything in. Dum dum dum. And down part, Galaxy Pink again. So remember, it needs to be in between a wet to be able to have this blended correctly, and not too wet or not too dry, otherwise they don't blend, right? So I would suggest that we all do some testing before, right? Because if you don't test these kind of things, then it's not going to work. This part was actually primarily yellow, so I'm going to start with yellow, and I'm going to coming with the Galaxy Pink here. Yep. What else should we do on this one? we're gonna come with Galaxy Pink, but I'm not gonna make it as dark. I'm just gonna pull the color so ever so slightly, and you know, make like a second layer there, and maybe here a little bit. And then some more Galaxy Pink. I really like this combination. I really like this combination of this kind of crystal. Okay. I think for now that part is done. I want to do this and this second layers, and then I want to start adding really all the details. Now, for the people that are online and wanna give me some ideas, should the background here, should it be actually like the moon, or should I just leave it like that? That's the question. What do you guys think? Dun, dun, dun. This crystal is really tiny, so I'm trying really hard to not make it too complicated. But yeah, okay, that looks nice. And then let's go to that one. Maybe we should try some forest gray. Maybe that's a better color for that one. Dum, dum, dum. And then we're gonna pull, and then we're gonna use yellow to mix it in. And I know what you're thinking, that doesn't look like yellow, that looks more like an orange. You can try a moon. Okay, so what moon should we try? What color of a moon? Should it be a pink moon? Should it be a yellow, or should we just do gray? We can also do gray, technically. Okay. We can do gray. Okay, I wanna redo the center for that one, because that one needs to be way more. Okay. I'm looking like I'm doing plein air because I'm holding this one with the I'm holding this one with my hand, so looks like plein air. Okay. Let's do some more galaxy. This is galaxy blue, but looks more like a powder blue, to be honest. So okay. Looks nice. Gray is a good idea. Okay. So now on this palette that I have lots of grays. So let's go and look at the grays that we have. There's so many grays, right? There's so many possibilities. So of course there's the paint grays, which is more like towards black. There's the graphite grays. There's gray titanium, which is more of a warm gray. So these are more like bluish purplish grays. These are warm grays. But I think we should go with a bluish purplish, because that is kind of the whole theme here. I don't think I want to insert some warm gray in there. That will not very much look interesting. So which one should we do? Between graphite gray and paints gray, I want to do paints gray with a little bit of neutral tint, and then we're gonna do some with a neutral tint some of the stuff, right? So let's let's make a combination there. And we'll see. Yeah, right. Then afterwards we add the details with the fine tech and with the white gel pen, and I think that is going to bring it to life really a lot. Okay, so I set Payne's gray and the neutral tint. So, and you might think Payne's gray, no, it looks like black. Probably it is looking like black, but don't worry. We're gonna put a lot here, and then we're gonna come with a clean brush, clean water, and that's going to be our color. We're gonna just spread it around, and then some parts is gonna be way lighter, some parts way darker, and then we're gonna come with some neutral tint to make it more towards purplish, right? But basically this is kind of the moon. So let's see. I'm going to add here some more Payne's gray, and we're going to ensure that we can move it around and so on and so forth. The funny part is Payne's gray is really nice. It looks also a little bit, how do you call, granulating. I was not expecting this. So we're going to add more color in certain parts. Yes, Happy, I'm also wondering, what's this noise? There's a noise, something is banging, and we don't know what it is. I think it's the neighbor, Happy. The neighbor is banging on something. Should be background. Okay. What do you mean should be background? I mean, should be on the background. Do you mean that it should not be regarded as a moon, but only as the background? It could be. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, the neighbor is banging on something. We have very handy neighbors, you know. They do lots of handyman stuff. Okay, now we're gonna go with some neutral tint, and neutral tint is a very nice color. By the way, neutral tint you can use a lot when you do glazing, because you can add. The cool part about neutral tint is that you can add it as, you know, the shadow, and then you can put on top, but once it's dry, this one you can't take it off. So it's a really nice underground layer, especially in watercolors, because you can't really get rid of it once it's dry. So basically this is where other people are using it. Yeah, Happy. Let's go investigate. What's the noise, huh? This can be quite interesting. Right? So let's do some more Payne's gray. Dun, dun, dun. Dum, dum. Somebody's really banging. Moon should not take the attention on the background, and gray does that good. Okay, I see. Okay. What was that? My brush was like sprayed all around. So weird. But you can see that Payne's gray is transparent because you can layer it on top of everything. It's not opaque. It's quite nice. I need to let it dry so I can make some moon shape craters, tiny craters and stuff, you know. But for now we just let it dry. And I'm going to start adding details on every one of thing and dots and stuff, and then we're gonna come back to the moon because that really needs to dry. Okay, so let's look at our fintech colors. I really need a tiny brush, so let's do the number 2. Okay, we're gonna go here and we can decide whether to do gold or silver. I think what it will look nice with is going to be let's do gold. Shall we do gold? Yeah, let's do gold. The trick is to add water and to swirl it around until everything, you know, starts melting and so on. So I'm going to be very careful. Look how nice it is looking with gold. I think it looks really pretty with gold. I'm gonna make some tinier. Okay. And then let's try this one also. These are a lot of them. They look nice when I drew them, but now that I actually have to color them in, I'm second guessing myself if I needed to do so many of them. You don't need a lot of color of this mica or this fine tech. You can load a lot on a brush, even if it's number 2, for example. I don't want it to be way too even, so I'm adding really tiny dots all around. Okay, and we're gonna do the same there. I'm just going to add the sparkly things here, and now I'm wondering if I should add any sparkly thing on the crystal. Maybe we do. Okay, so let's think very carefully. Where do we want to add some sparkly thing? Just some dots and stuff. Yep. Okay, that's good. And then I need to do that moon. I need to really do that moon. Okay. We need to add some black dots and all sorts of stuff also, because that will tie things together. But I think in light, if I shine it like this, don't know if you can actually see it, it looks really nice. right? So what am I going to use? Also neutral tint. I'm going to use a really tiny brush. So and then we're gonna add some details to the moon just to make it look like a moon, you know, like the craters and stuff. Okay, and I think it needs to come from here as well. Some more craters kind of looking kind of thing. Here as well. Here we can do also that kind of thingy. And now we're gonna go with the water and expand all of this, because to be honest, it doesn't have to be so crisp. We can also, wow, I added way too much color. I'm coming with wet brush and cleaning everything up, and then doing these lines like coming from the crater. It'll be fine. And this one we can brush away. Yep, I made a small boo-boo here, but it's okay. Okay, I fixed it. You know, that one is there. And then we're gonna add some more dots of color, maybe Berlin green on the leaves. So there's a dot here. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going to come with black dots everywhere on the moon, just to get some hatching thingy. Okay, those are that. And then we can come with the black pen, and also here, everywhere. I have my Micron, okay, and it looks like this. Just some dots. Okay. These are nice. Where else should I add more dots? To the middle of the flower. Okay. Dun dun dun. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm not gonna touch it anymore, because the more I touch it, the more I want to add even more and even more. But I think that's it. I'm really enjoying the colors. I'm really enjoying everything. I'm glad I added this shiny also on this crystal. I think it really brings it up. and everything ties together, right? It's shiny, 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 shiny. And I think we're done with this one, right? I think I wanted to do with black pen the other one, the mushrooms, so that at least I have it prepared, right? So this is what we can do in the next 10 minutes or so, and then we can talk about it. How does that sound? For now, I'm just gonna let this one completely dry, and then that's it. Dun dun dun. Really like the crystal in front. So this is what we have to work with. Let's move it more like this. Okay, I'm going to close this one because actually we don't actually need to do any coloring on this one yet. So I'm going to close everything down, make some room, and say hi, right? And then I'm using the Micron pen, and I'm going to add the lines, the black lines. I'm gonna do the illustration. So let's see if we can do that. The way I do the crystals is like the corners are very pronounced, but everything else is a broken line, right? So you shouldn't do it everything like harsh lines or anything. Like the corners where things meet, that's a harsh line, but then, you know, we don't have harsh lines. So let's say corner, this, right? And this is another one. It goes like this, and this is a mushroom. Don't ask me why mushrooms are growing like this, but they are growing like this. Let's see. I think interrupted lines look much better even on the mushroom. It's not so stark, you know. It's not so stark that you need to do it. So only on the upper part needs to be continuous because that's the upper part of the mushroom. And this thing is that I'm doing here are those white dots on the mushroom. Right? This one needs to stay white. And then what we will do is these are the gills of the mushroom. Making sure that we do them. Hi, Happy. Did you wake up? Oh, yes. He's waking up right now. So it's good that we are here at this stage where we can actually finalize, and there's no chance for him to oh look, now you don't see anything anymore. Hi, Happy. Would you mind if I show people what I'm doing? Like if you take your oh no, that's my new painting. I don't think you want to sit on that one, Happy. Yeah, let us put it somewhere where you can't reach it, because then you're gonna smear it. Now you can stay, okay? I don't think he's letting us finalize this one tonight. I think he's just wants attention right now. So let's see how much we can do. Can you guys still see? Yeah, you can still see. Hi, Happy. Hi. How's it going? Oh yeah. What do you want to see what's happening here? You want to see what's happening here? Okay. Now that he's away. Like once the cat is away, the mice play. you know. Hi, Happy. No, can you please let me? Oh, he wants petting. Oh, no. Hi. You want some petting? How much petting? How much? Oh! He's killing everything I have in there. Hi. 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 Your tail is everywhere, man. Your tail is everywhere. Okay. We have a moment. We have a moment where he's like not sure what to do. So we can actually draw. Oh, yes. He's gonna sit like that. Okay. You're gonna do a cup roll. Yep. You can see his little paws here. He's sitting there and he's like, I want petting. Yes, I want petting. Okay. I don't think we are safe on doing anything anymore. Hi. Hi. What do you think about the moon, Happy? You think it looks good? I am thinking that that for tonight, because Happy is really not going to let us draw this, we can either finalize it very fast. Oh yes. Let's do it very fast. I'm hoping you can still see what I'm working on right now. These are different type of mushrooms, by the way. These are going to be more like purple mushrooms. And I'm just flicking the pen just to get the hashing and the lines right. I'm doing very short flicking of pen. Okay. Hi. You can hear him purr. Should we move the microphone so you can hear him purr? You hear him purr? I think we need to do an ASMR with Happy. There you go, Happy. Go purr for the audience. Maybe this way we get more people watching us. In the meantime, oh hi, yes. What's with the foot here? What's with the foot? Okay. You can see that he's very happy, that he gets petted and he gets attention. So I'm kind of theoretically just hurrying up. And then these are again the gills of the mushroom. And then there's a mushroom behind there. And I would say that the red mushrooms have so many different shapes and forms, and they can be quite irregular, right? What I did here is pretty irregular, but they can go really wild. So yeah, I think we need an kitty ASMR. He keeps pushing on me. Hi. Oh, yes. Yes, I know you're lovely. I know you're a lovely kitty. He's actually theoretically also sitting with his head on the keyboard. So if you see very weird signs appearing, then you know it's him. Okay. Since I'm about to finish this drawing, I just wanted to take this time to say thank you so much for watching me tonight and for joining me. I know it's in the middle of the week, and I know it's kind of one Wednesday, so a bit of a weird time of the time. But thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope I inspired you a little bit to take out your watercolors and to do something fun. Just try out new color combinations and so on. Not everything will work, right? Even for me, not everything works. I don't know everything, but at least I'm trying new combinations, you know. I decided to make the moon a bit more jaggedy because why not? This is a fantasy thing. As we do this, this was one of those funky clouds. So this was a cloud here. And don't worry, this gonna be all the moon, right? It's gonna come like this, and it's gonna be part of the moon. Hi, Happy. I was showing everything to the people, and then your head was actually in. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. So, wanna see what Happy does when I'm going to bring out the eraser? That's going to be very interesting. So he's also crazy on erasers. So let's see if he is going to do some crazy stuff right now. The reason why I'm doing this is a very soft eraser, and it just picks up the layers of graphite that sits on top, because I don't want to smear anything, right? It's gonna just pick it up, and then I come with the other eraser and actually erase all the lines. But until I done this step, right, like look how clean now this looks, I am not comfortable coming in with the other eraser to erase everything, because I would have smeared every little piece there. I was gonna be creating a mess. So always good to have both handy, and use the normal eraser for the heavy duty erasing and the other eraser just to clean up your piece. Okay, so it's cleaned up, it's done. I'll see when I can finish coloring this one. I think it's gonna be really nice, because this is gonna be really red and yellow and pinkish, and then we can do like the crystals with blues and greens and stuff. So it's gonna be a nice combination. The moon in the background, and everything. Yeah. Again, thanks so much for watching. See you guys actually next time.